What message would you send to people of faith that believe their way is the only way?
Sadly, when I meet people who really believe that theirs is the only way, I usually find I can't get my message out because I usually get interrupted. That's me being a bit cynical, I'm afraid. The message I'd want to say is, please listen to me and what I want to say about how we can live together. But I've found over the years, you know, I'm middle-aged now, I'm always surprised how people don't listen. And that's the thing, it's not the listening. So maybe I'm becoming cynical in my old age, but
I don't think it's cynicism. I think it's the truth that people are scared of.
And it's we live in a very noisy world, really noisy world, and people often think if you shout louder, you know, the one who shouts the loudest, the one who's the mightiest, no, it goes into the war thing that you know, the one who's got the most guns, the one who's got, you know, you start mixing these things together and it gets really scary to me. But message, gosh, you know, we've got to stop talking sometimes and listen.
You said that the Dalai Lama sent a message to George Bush. Do you think we shouldn't have gone to war, or was it a just war?
I struggle with that thin dividing line between is it just to go in and use force for a greater good, and the fact that as a Christian priest and looking at my gospel, is it right to take any life? You know, and I don't have an answer, I don't think. I think I struggle with it, but I think in the struggling, and that's where, you know, at the time Tony Blair and his government struggled, and they believed, and I do believe him, that, you know, he really believed his motives were right, but he made mistakes, and so did we. I think the challenge of the Dalai Lama to George Bush was powerful. I think where George Bush and his politicians were wrong was that the reaction was sometimes one of hate and worse, revenge. And that's where I think it was wrong, where people used the word revenge, getting our own back. Because I think sometimes, they call it liberation theology a few years ago, you know, it was all right for Christians to take up arms, you know, to free the poor. But that's a bit different to invading a country for your own ends.